Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the district and the people that you serve and what you do there?
Sure. Muskingum Watershed was created in the 30s for flood control. Today, currently, we do a lot working with the Army Corps of Engineers to further that flood control. We also have a series of parks and marinas that are on our land. So we have 5 major parks and 10 marinas that are on those lands. And so we also have a conservation program. The conservation program does things like oil and gas stewards, as well as forestry and water quality and all of that type of stuff as well. So yeah, we do a little bit of everything.
That's amazing. And what do you do for the district?
I am the assistant treasurer, senior staff accountant. So I am headquartered in New Philadelphia, so I'm responsible for financial statements and general ledger and help and oversee the finance department.
All right. And how long has the district been working with software solutions?
We're coming up on 2 years, so relatively new, but it's been a good experience so far.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So talk to me a little bit about the decision to make a move from what you're using before to provide those financial reports to using software solutions products.
Sure. So we had an older system, and as we got closer to that system not being supported any longer, we decided, hey, we better start looking at what we're going to do when that time comes.
Sure.
So that's kind of what facilitated it. Nobody likes change, but we started before that system ran out, so that we had the time to properly plan that implementation.
Okay. So it was a big change.
It was.
After probably using something else for a long time. So change can be difficult, as we all know. It can be a little bit of a challenge. So talk to me a little bit about how that process went in your organization.
I came from the public accounting world, so I had a lot of different clients that went through various software transitions, so I heard plenty of horror stories. However, we didn't experience that. So it was a very smooth process from beginning to end. Sure, there were little hiccups, but the support that we got along the way was huge in making that transition smooth.
That's awesome. And I'm sure the leadership played a big role in being a cheerleader to the departments and the other people that had to participate in that.
Sure, absolutely.
So talk to me a little bit about the software products that you use and some of the things that you like best about the software solutions suite of products.
Sure, we use VIP. We also use asset management, and we use the analytics program. So a couple things that I like the best. We came from a software that had some workflows, but we kicked it up a notch with the ability to do all the different workflows within the VIP suite. So it's enabled us to get all of our invoices electronically. We've pushed out the departments to enter all their own invoices. So it's become a very much more streamlined process and a more efficient process with less paper shuffling, and it's been well received by all of our departments.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell me a little bit about your use of analytics.
Oh, that's probably my personal favorite, because we had things on the to-do list for a long time that analytics has helped us to facilitate. So I have all of my financial statements in the Excel builder, so I can run financial statements much quicker. We had board reports that like most entities do on a monthly basis.
Right.
That took hours to complete before, because we'd have to make sure all the accounts were in there and everything ticked and tied. So the analytics is a matter of minutes that we can run our board reports. Now, sure, it took some time in the setup, but now it's very, very efficient, and it's given more time that we can analyze those numbers as opposed to working to get the reports done and balanced.
That's fantastic to hear. I'm so glad to hear that. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the software solutions support team.
Sure. The support team's great. One of the things that we did our homework before we came over. Customer service was one of the top things that we wanted when in a new provider, and the support team has been great. We would wait sometimes days with our old provider.
Right.
And now it's just quite often it's, if not the same day, it's the next day. So it's,
That's
depending
great.
on the time we enter the ticket, but
Right.
it's been very good.
Fantastic, wonderful. So my final question would be, if someone came to you and said they were thinking about switching to software solutions, what would you tell them?
The transition was a great transition for us, and the people are very helpful, and the customer service is great. So we would have no problem recommending software solutions to a new
great.
new potential
That's
client.
great. Well, that is great. Jim Crandall, thank you so much for joining us today.